Every marketer dreams of catching lightning in a bottle. It's that moment when a brand, the product and the values it represents catches fire and becomes more than just something to buy. It spurs a movement, centers a community and becomes part of people's lives. But true brand-fueled movements are both as rare as unicorns and hard to deconstruct, given the swirl of excitement and intensity of emotion that typically surrounds them. The result can be a long-term marketing strategy that will not only allow you to dominate market share, but just might change the world. This is 5 Minute Friday, so join me as I simplify the complexity of movement marketing. What's up everybody, Arnt Eriksen here with yet another 5 Minute Friday. Here's what I need you to do. Number 1, subscribe. Number 2, give it a thumbs up or smash it if you so desire. Number 3, leave a comment or contact me on Twitter or Instagram. It's @ArntEriksen everywhere. Let's just jump into it. So what exactly is movement marketing? In short, a brand-fueled movement is an enduring phenomenon that organically transcends the brand, involving and connecting customers with each other, the brand, and the bigger movement itself. In a cluttered, fragmented marketplace, movements can build communities and mobilize people. All movements, regardless of their genesis, address an unmet need, galvanize people, and truly let the people take it over. A brand itself cannot be a movement on its own, but it can help spawn a movement. That usually happens at the point of intersection between a brand identity and the social trend, unmet need, or untapped passion. Tom's Shoes introduced a brand concept near to the founder Blake Makowski's heart. Buy a pair of shoes and fund a second pair of shoes for a person in need. But the fans who were touched by the cause and got caught up in the idea created the movement. Similarly, Starbucks crafted a brand that wasn't just selling coffee, but offering customers a third space to hang out, away from home and work. Starbucks customers, eager for connections in an increasingly mobile and transient world, showed up in droves to help create a modern coffee shop that now deeply woven into the social fabric. Now, there are 5 characteristics that are essential for strong brands in general, and only strong brands are likely to spur movements. Successful brands inspire and evoke emotion. A movement occurs when a company or brand makes a grand statement and asks its customers to join it. Encourage involvement. Great brands establish opportunities for customers and employees to become involved and empowered. Create and build community. Brands can do that via social media or build real communities. Provide a way for people to visually display their commitment, and they are authentic and transparent. Research indicates that brands and brand stories that, while successful, don't rise to the level of brand-fueled movements. A true movement is simply not a great marketing or advertising campaign, nor an innovative business model. Also, it's not enough to be a passion brand without a social cause or simply being a fad. Key barriers to a movement mentality includes a single-minded focus on ROI, operational silos that prevents employees from working together and sharing the passion, large bureaucratic companies, slow-moving and inflexible, and confusion about the company's identity. Movement cannot be reverse engineered. A successful brand-fueled movement will not arise from retroing a mission into the brand DNA. It has to work the other way around. A mission with a company, not a company with a mission. Let me explain. Companies that outperform the competition have ideals that power their growth and provide incubation from temporary setbacks in their brand equity. These 5 elements distinguish a brand-fueled movement beyond those basic brand characteristics. Number 1, there is a purpose behind the brand and the transaction. Movements are generally tied up into a social cause or a community's belief that they are contributing to a greater cause or purpose within broader society. Number 2, it captures something anthropologic. The experts point to both the presidential campaigns of 2016 as movements that tapped into the deep cultural and political attitudes and grew communities ultimately bigger than their candidates and platforms. Number 3, there is a strong call to action and a clear role for customers. Number 4, the movement drives cultural or behavioral change, or it's aligned with the fundamental shift of social values. Number 5, the movement has an enduring impact. To know if it is a brand-fueled movement, ask yourself, could you make a documentary about this brand? One of the most successful efforts, broadly considered a movement, is Small Business Saturday, founded by American Express, and it meets all of the criteria for a movement. It has a purpose and a strong emotional component. It ties to core human values, with a call to action built on personal connections, family rituals, and community support. Small Business Saturday captures an anthropologic desire to support Main Street. Its clear call to action, shop local on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, has driven sustained increase in both the number of people shopping at small businesses and the sales at independent retailers and restaurants. Another successful movement marketing campaign is the Open Your World by Heineken, which in its simplicity focused on bringing people together with polar opposite views and eventually discussing their differences over, you guessed it, a bottle of Heineken. It's clear that brands can't simply follow a playbook to create the passionate customer communities that fuel and energize long-term brand-fueled movements. And some brands may not be interested, but unlikely as they may be, these movements are not accidents. All companies can work to build a kind of brand rapport with customers, the warm, authentic, and long-lasting emotional connections that forms the foundation of any strong brand and underpins all brand-fueled movements. There remain untapped opportunities for brands to capitalize on social trends and catalyze action beyond themselves. Play the cards right, and you might find yourself in the center of a movement. Well, that's the end of this 5-Minute Friday session. Thank you for giving me your time and attention. I do hope I managed to inform, enlighten, and entertain you. If you like this video, please give it a good thumbs up and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. It actually makes a difference. Next Friday, the topic will be Maximizing Your Tribe. Until then, be safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you next Friday.